Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on my channel. As you probably have guessed by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about LipSense. If you are on social media at all, you have probably seen this either on a Facebook group or like an Instagram distributor, somebody who is selling this. It's all over right now. I have to admit that I was very skeptical when I first saw this kind of floating around. I'm always kind of skeptical when it comes to things like this because it kind of had a very like pyramid scheme vibe, and I just was like, okay, well, a long wearing lipstick, you know, big deal. There are tons of other brands that have long wearing lipsticks, so I didn't really give it the time of day. I had even had some friends ask me about LipSense and my opinion and if I thought it was worth looking into, and I was like, no, it's not worth looking into. There are so many other brands that are long wearing lipsticks for a much more affordable price, and I was not going to give LipSense the time of day at all until I had a friend reach out to me, and she just said, hey, I would like you to try this, so pick out a color. She said, I think that you will really love it, and I was like, okay, you know, if you're gonna give it to me, then yeah, I'll try it out. But I want you to know that this is not a sponsored video. I am not being paid to give my opinion about LipSense. I was just asked to try it out, and I'm giving you my honest opinions. So let me tell you what some of the claims of LipSense are. Like, what do they claim to be? What do they claim to do? So what is LipSense? I'm reading this off of a Facebook group that I'm a part of, which I will give you more information about in a little bit. It is a long wearing lip color. So it molecularly bonds to your lip. It's not like a lipstick. It's not like a lip stain. The closest comparison that I can make is to a liquid lipstick, but this actually bonds to your skin, and it's worn with a gloss, which is what helps to lock in the moisture. And so the thing that kind of piqued my interest about LipSense was that it claimed to be very long wearing, and it also claimed to be very hydrating. It's completely smudge proof, it does not transfer. The thing that piqued my interest though the most was that it was hydrating, because of all the other liquid lipstick brands that I've tried, yes, they're long wearing, yes, they're smudge proof, but they were not hydrating at all. In fact, they were very drying. They would make your lips look cracked and just very crusty. And this was even though I was exfoliating my lips regularly. I would hydrate my lips with a lip oil prior to putting on my liquid lipstick, and it still, after a certain amount of time, would just start to look very, very dry, and they were not comfortable to wear. So the fact that LipSense said it was a hydrating liquid lipstick had me very curious. LipSense is also 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. So if those attributes are important to you, this is a really good product to look into. One of the other LipSense claims is that over time it actually helps to hydrate your lips like long term. So it's not just feeling hydrating while you're wearing it, but it is actually putting moisture into your lips, and it actually helps to exfoliate your lips. So I thought that was a very interesting claim. So the longer that you wear it, the softer and smoother and more exfoliated and hydrated your lips are. So when I first got this, the color that I was given was blue red. It's actually the one that I'm wearing right now. And what I liked about this color was that it was matte, and I also kind of wanted to test the pigment of the product, so I knew that going for a more bold color would help me to kind of see if they were really pigmented or not. I kind of had to watch some videos on how to apply this when I first used it, because you don't apply it the way that you would apply a traditional lipstick or liquid lipstick. You actually have to apply 3 layers in really, really thin coats and let each layer dry. So you put on a layer, let it dry, put on another layer, let it dry, put on another layer, let it dry, and then you seal it with the gloss. So my first impressions were that it took a long time to apply. Not a long time, but it took longer than it would normally take for me to apply lipstick. So I was not really sure about that. So you do have to take a little bit more time on the front end putting this product on, but still, all in all, it takes less than 5 minutes. It does take some getting used to though, because you can't like swipe it back and forth when you put it on. You have to put it on in like one fluid motion. So that took some getting used to as well, and I wasn't sure if I liked all of that at the beginning, you know, it taking a little bit longer to apply and then having to apply it in a way that I just wasn't used to applying it. One of the other first impressions that I had was that it was a little bit tingly when I first put it on, not like burning or stinging, but just a little tingly. And I later found out that there's a special type of alcohol in here that I think helps it to bond to your lips. I'm not sure if that's the reason why it's tingly actually, but the drier your lips are, the more that you experience that tingling sensation, the more that your lips become exfoliated, and the longer that you use this product, the less that you will feel that tingling sensation. One of the other things too that was kind of a first impression for me was that the gloss is very glossy, and I'm not like huge on glossy lips, but after time it does kind of soak in to your lips and it does look more matte. So even though the lipstick was matte, you still have to put a gloss on top. They do have a matte gloss though, which I haven't yet tried, but I imagine that I would really like that one. But the gloss that you put on top is what makes it hydrating. And it's true, it's very, very hydrating. Your lips don't feel dry at all when you're wearing your LipSense color. One of the other things that I initially noticed was that it truly was smudge proof. It doesn't come off at all on anything, and it is very long wearing. It lasts all day, and you keep applying the gloss throughout the day so that you can keep that hydration barrier on your lips, and also the gloss helps if you put it on like right before you eat or right before you drink something. So I literally have had this lipstick on now for about 3 hours, and it still looks the exact same that it did when I put it on, and the gloss has kind of soaked in a little bit so it looks a little more matte. And I ate a hot dog while wearing this, and a taquito, and a little bit of pizza. It is definitely life proof. You can eat, you can drink, you can kiss. I don't know if you can swim with it, but maybe. So overall, my first impressions were that it was tingly when you first put it on. It does take a little bit longer to put on initially. You have to wait for the gloss to soak in. It is very long wearing, and it is very hydrating. So that kind of leads into the next thing I'm going to talk about, which are the pros and the cons of LipSense. And again, this is my opinion, so some other people might have had different experiences with LipSense. I'm just sharing my experience and my opinion. Okay, so the pros are going to be similar to like my first impressions. It is very long wearing. It is very hydrating. To me, the thing that I love most about LipSense is that it's hydrating. I have tried so many liquid lipsticks that just are so drying and so uncomfortable to wear that this was like total shock to my system. Like, oh my goodness, it doesn't feel dry. It's not getting flaky throughout the day. It's not getting crusty. It doesn't look cracked. Like, it's so comfortable to wear. It just feels like I'm wearing lip gloss. Another pro that I wasn't expecting was the way that it exfoliates your lips. I thought that I was already doing a good job of exfoliating my lips, but it turns out that the product that I was using was not a good quality product, so it was just not working for me. So after a few times of wearing my LipSense, I noticed that it started to get really like cracked looking. And I was like, what in the world? This is exactly what this lipstick is not supposed to do. But then I realized it was just my lips like exfoliating. So the lipstick will cling to whatever is there. And so if your skin is lifting off and those chunks come off, obviously the lipstick is going to come off with that. So I have been very pleasantly surprised to see just how like healthy and moisturized and hydrated my lips look when I take the lipstick off. Like, my lips look different, but it's in a good way. It's like there's no layer of like dead skin on top of my lips. They just look very healthy. They look very plump. They have never looked like this. That is a huge pro for me, the fact that it's hydrating while I'm wearing it, but it's also hydrating my lips in the long run and making them healthier and making them better. Of course, another pro is that it's long wearing, so you can wear it all day long without having to worry about it fading. Okay, so let's move on to the cons. Now, while there are a lot of good pros to LipSense, there is no such thing as a perfect product, so I'm going to share some things that maybe aren't my favorite about LipSense. So the first thing for me would be the color range. I only have 2 colors and they're both matte, but as I've kind of looked online to see what other colors are available, I've noticed that there aren't a ton of matte shades. They have shades that have like a frost in them or that have like a shimmer in them, and I'm just not really into that kind of a lipstick. I like my lipsticks to be matte, so I do wish that they would expand their range for matte colors, but they do have some nice colors. I just wish they had more colors. Another con that I kind of already mentioned was that it does take a little bit more time on the front end when you're applying your lipstick. It still takes less than 5 minutes, but I can't just like slap it on and go. It does kind of require me to sit down and do a layer, and you know, you have to kind of like kick it out like this and let it dry before you put on the other layers. So that is a little bit of a con for me. However, I do think that it pays off because you put a little bit more work and time into the front end of putting on your lipstick, but then the benefit is that it lasts all day long and it's very comfortable to wear. So I would definitely say that that con definitely balances out with the benefit of it lasting all day and being comfortable. The other con for this product is the price. This is just another thing that initially turned me off to LipSense. One tube of lipstick, a color, is $25, and you have to use the LipSense gloss with it. You can't use any other gloss, and the gloss is $20, and then you have to have an oops remover if you ever want it to come off, and that is $10. So all in all, you're looking at $55 for a collection here of a color, a remover, and a gloss. So I was definitely initially turned off by that, like $55. That's a lot of money to spend. However, I started thinking about like the Kylie lip kits that are like $30, and you get a lip liner and you get a lipstick, and I started thinking about the quality of that product and how much of a better quality LipSense is than a Kylie lip kit. And also, with this lipstick, you literally scrape off all of the excess when you're putting it on. Like, you scrape off every little bit before you put it on. So you're really using such a tiny, tiny amount. Even though you do 3 layers, you're using such a small amount of this product that it's gonna last for so much longer than some of your other liquid lipsticks that you can kind of just go in with a thicker layer. So once I kind of realized like what a small amount of this you actually use, and then realized that this gloss is actually like healing my lips and making them better and making them more hydrating, I kind of realized, okay, this is definitely worth the price, because when I use another lipstick and it fades and I have to reapply it, and then it fades after another couple hours and I have to reapply it, and then it fades and I have to reapply it, I'm using so much more product than I would be just using the tiniest amount of this that lasts all day long. So I think it is definitely worth the price. Plus, the more colors that you get, the longer your lipsticks are gonna last, because you're not using the same color every single day. So if you have colors, even just 2 or 3 colors that you kind of switch out, then these lipsticks are gonna last like so much longer than a regular lipstick. Plus, $25 for a liquid lipstick isn't unreasonable. Like I said, I compared it to the Kylie lip kit, but like the Anastasia ones are around $20. I've spent, you know, $20 to $25 on many, many, many liquid lipsticks. It's not an unreasonable price for a liquid lipstick at all. The bottom line of this is, would I repurchase this product? And I would have to say, absolutely, I will repurchase this product. After the one that was given to me, I've already gone and purchased another color, and then I've just ordered another color that I will be getting soon. So I have to say that I went from being a skeptic to a believer. This product has really blown my mind and really amazed me, and I didn't think that anything like this existed on the market. And if you are a skeptic, I would say definitely give it a try, and I think that you're gonna fall in love with it just like I did. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna leave a link below to where I purchase my LipSense from, and the distributor that I purchase from. She's amazing. She's also a makeup artist. Again, I'm not getting any commission from this at all. I just really love the product, and I want to set you up with a really good distributor, someone that you can purchase this from who's very organized, very good. So I will have that link down below. She also has a lot of videos on how to apply LipSense, how to remove LipSense. She has a lot of information on her site about the exfoliation process. She has a lot of tips and tricks to make your LipSense last longer. So I highly recommend checking out her page and purchasing from her. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section below whether or not you'd like to see more videos like this where I review products or give my opinion about certain products. Thank you so much to you guys who regularly tune into my channel here. I love you all. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And let me know what you guys want to see me do next. I love you guys so much. Bye. Look at that. Transfer proof. Transfer proof. Transfer proof.